Good evening. It's Tuesday, December 13th, and we're here at the Portland Expo for tonight's first home basketball game between the Bonny Eagle Scots and your Portland Bulldogs. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt and Frank Keeley on camera for WPPS TV3 Sports. Frank, the Dogs are 1-0. Bonny Eagle is 1-0. They're coming off of a tremendous football season in which they won the state championship, beating the Portland Bulldogs. Now, Bonny Eagle is not the Bonny Eagle of old, however, the days of Dustin Cole. What can we look for tonight?
Well, Steve, Dustin Cole is long gone, but he may have a replacement in freshman superstar Zach Maturo. Maturo is one of the top-rated freshmen in the state. Opened up his season with 25 points against Noble in an opening night win. But, Steve, this is Portland High School and not Noble on the other side tonight.
Well, that's right. And, of course, we were at a tremendous South Portland game that was the season opener. And Teron Moss, of course, was lights out with 21 points, even sitting for about 10 minutes with foul trouble deep in the third quarter and into the fourth quarter. And, of course, the usual cast of characters for Portland. Griffin Foley was in double figures. Pedro Fonseca was right there. Achida Lyle hitting the boards underneath. So, again, very early in the campaign, Portland appears well-rounded.
Oh, without a doubt. And most importantly, Steve, they closed out that game against South Portland. When their backs were against the wall, South Portland was making a run in the last 3 minutes. Portland ends the game on an 8-0 run. And that's exactly what Coach Russo wants to see early in the year.
Well, it was a 61-54 win for the first game, and we'll bring you all of the action in this one in a moment. So, Frank, Amir Moss is in the house.
We are in the presence of greatness, Steve. Amir with a tremendous game to finish off the championship season last year, pretty much single-handedly winning that game for Portland.
Well, absolutely. It was a tremendous effort. He was the only Portland player who scored in overtime, and he essentially won the game for them when it counted. So it's great to see him here, and we'll bring you basketball action in a moment. We're going to go now to Peter Gribben.
The defending Class AA state champions. Our opponents tonight, the Scots of Bonny Eagle High School. Both teams have a record of 1 win and no losses. Here are the starting lineups tonight. Forward for Bonny Eagle, 00, a 6'2 senior, Jackson Hogan. The forward, number 20, the junior, 6'2, Griffin Foley. The starting forward, number 24, senior, 5'11", Isaiah Peters. And forward for Portland, 23, a sophomore, 6'4", Trey Ballou. Starting at center for Bonny Eagle, number 34, 6'3", sophomore, William Hendricks. For Portland, number 32, 6'5", a senior, Charlie Lyle. The guard for Bonny Eagle, number 1, 5'10", freshman, Jack Maturo. Portland, number 12, 5'8", junior, Manny Hugo. And the other starting members of the starting lineup at guard, number 15, a junior, 5'10", Connor Soroy. And for Portland, a guard, number 2, 5'9", a junior, Teron Moss. The head coach of Bonny Eagle is 19-4, Portland High School head coach Joe Russo. Officials for tonight's game are Jim Allen and Nick Draper, certified athletic trainer Ryan Lucas. Would everybody please stand for our national anthem?
So, Frank, we have Charlie Lyle at center, jumping against Jackson Hogan, and Portland will control Ballou out 2.
Portland with a significant height advantage with Ballou and Lyle in the lineup. Bonny Eagles' tallest player is number 34, William Hendricks, standing only 6'3", compared to 6'4" and 6'5" for the Bulldog Bigs.
Ballou from downtown, he hits the 3. So, the Dogs strike first, 30 seconds into the game. It'll be 3-0. They set up with a man D, which is Coach Russo's preferred defense, he's told us many times. Beyond the 3, it doesn't fall. The rebound will come to Hugo. He's got Ballou on the right, a little bit behind him. A quiet crowd tonight and relatively sparse, Frank. It's an early season game here, Tuesday night.
Certainly, while Bonny Eagle travels well, one can assume a girls' game up there is occupying the Bonny Eagle fan base.
Can only hope they travel well tonight on the court. Ballou with the rebound. And a steal. It's the first Portland turnover. Hendricks controlled that. Beyond the 3. Number 24, Isaiah Peters hits. Ties it up 3-3.
Portland stepped right into a shot there.
And Portland already getting substitutes ready. Pedro Fonseca and Clay Hardy, who was sick the last game, and we didn't get to see him. He was injured. Here's Moss. He floats it up. It doesn't fall. The rebound will come to Soroy. Soroy double team now on the left side. Tries to break the press. We have a jump ball. So some nice pressure, and as you've pointed out correctly in the last game, the possession arrow will now go Portland's way, although we're certainly not in any sort of a pressure situation where it really matters. At this point, it did matter in South Portland a great deal.
And certainly big jump ball in the last minute and a half of that game allowed Portland to retain possession. And a great steal by Moss.
Yeah, that's a great play, and you go up and in. So Moss on the assist there and the steal almost forces another turnover. So there go, and we have a double dribble. So that was forced by Moss in Hugo. And Maturo, who, as you pointed out, scored 25 points in Bonny Eagles' first matchup, this time turns the ball over.
This is certainly a welcome to the SMAA game for Maturo. And coming up against Noble, not one of the stronger teams this year. And game 2, baptism by fire, seeing how he does against the defending AA state champs.
Yeah, so nice defense there, steps out to meet Fonseca.
And Bonny Eagles out in that vaunted matchup zone Mike Francoeur runs so well.
Moss breaks it though, up and in. So it's 7-3 Dogs with 5 minutes, 20 seconds left.
Portland showing a little pressure.
In the first quarter here at the Expo. Again from the corner, this time it doesn't fall. Hugo with the rebound, he's got Fonseca on the right, and no look, pass it in!
Oh, beautiful look by Manny Hugo to find Pedro Fonseca for the layup. And that'll be Mike Francoeur's first time out.
So with 4:54 left in the first quarter, the score, Portland Bulldogs 9, the Scots 3. We're back.
And good
We
time
had a
out there
break
by Francoeur.
You may not have seen it on Channel 3, but we had a break, trust me. And we're going to have a foul here as Bonny Eagle tries to break the press. Actually,
That'll be against Hardy, the hand check. Steve, excellent timeout by Mike Francoeur, able to kind of stem a 6-0 run before it gets too far out of hand and see if he can regroup his team and keep it close here early.
Trey Ballou checks back in for Charlie Lyle. Maturo, we're going to see what he has, although he's been guarded tightly by Tehran. beyond the 3, beyond the NBA 3.
A wide court here, Steve. Having the full pro size is certainly a Bulldog advantage. They're able to spread out the matchup zone on offense, and they're more used to the size on defense.
So Hardy is going to grab that rebound. Griffin Foley to Moss, up and in.
A nice look by Foley. And that'll be another Frank Court timeout.
Well, he's going to go ahead and talk to his team early here in the early going. Calls 2 quick timeouts. 4:11 left in the first quarter. 11-3 is your score, Dogs in front.
Yeah.
So, coming off the timeout, Hogan to inbound again.
There's Fonseca on a little blocking foul there. His first, team second.
It's kind of hard to see how that happens. Of course, he's right on top of it, the referee. But, you know, Fonseca's merely running step by step with the Bonny Eagle player. It's going to be Portland ball.
Right idea there by Maturo, but trying to go the no-look pass. Maybe should have tried to look it in there and see there were 2 Portland defenders there. That'll be Bonny Eagles' 3rd turnover of the night.
Ryan Lucas with that effort.
Always good hands for the athletic training team here.
Oh, and that's going to be a Portland turnover. So that I think that may be their 2nd of the night. As Lyle and Yugu set to check back in for Fonseca and Hardy. So free substitutions for Portland as Nick Thorne checks in number 24 for Isaiah Peters. And of course, Thorne, John Coyne and I had the pleasure of watching, if you will, the pleasure, if we may, at the state championship game, a fullback for the state champion Bonny Eagle Scott football team. And it's another Bonny Eagle turnover.
4 turnovers so far, as Hendricks unable to hang on to that one.
3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. 11-3 is the score. The Dogs in front. Tehran getting some instructions from Coach Russo.
And nobody has Manny Hugo in the corner, wide open on the match, but Hogan's able to scramble to get to him before he can get a shot off.
Lyle will be shooting 2 as he's fouled on the way up. And he's fouled by Hendricks.
It was on number 34, William Hendricks. Charlie Lyle is at the line shooting 2.
So the Dogs have the chance to break it open to a 10-point lead here as Charlie Lyle will be shooting 2. First one does not fall.
Lyle had a couple clutch free throws down the stretch for Portland against South Portland. But certainly a different shooting backdrop here at the Cavernous Expo tonight.
You know, well, first of all, that's Hendricks with the rebound. The point is well taken. Actually, there's a whole slew of seats that aren't behind the basket as they usually are. I don't know if that's the way the Red Claws are playing this season or if they took the seats out.
And we'll have a foul call against Portland, I believe. And that'll go against Teron Moss, his first on the night.
Portland foul number 2, Teron Moss. His first, team foul number 3. In for Bonny Eagle, Casey Maturo.
So referee Draper having a couple of words with Teron, probably may have wondered what was going on.
Likely just a quick explanation.
Double team. Portland's pressure relentless here, but the foul's going to be on Lyle. Looks like it's going to be before the shot.
Portland foul, first person on number 32, Charlie Lyle. Team foul number 4.
And that will be a foul on the floor.
So Zach Maturo to take it in. It's got Hendricks on the right. Now some pretty tight D. Another turnover. Again, Teron Moss, like the Visa card, everywhere you want to be.
And he knows how to position himself to really put the opponent in a tough spot to corral the ball there. Bonny Eagle, one of the shorter teams playing that matchup zone, which usually relies on taller players with longer arms to get touches. You see Portland's going to use a little baseline motion from Hugo.
And that's way downtown. Blue with the rebound. Now Lyle with the rebound. He's kind of hacked. No call is made, but finally Griffin Foley will draw the foul. We had Ballou with the rebound. We had Lyle with the rebound. Hendricks has his second foul. 2:19 left in the first quarter. 11-3 is the score, and Griffin Foley will be shooting 2.
Nice scrappiness by Foley inside to grab that loose ball and go right back up with it and draw the foul.
Simon Chadbourne will check in for Manny Hugo.
And as well, another of your football heroes, Steve Christian Napolitano of Bonny Eagle.
Number 33 is Christian Napolitano. As Foley gets his first point of the game, and it's a free throw. So from the charity stripe, he hits one. It's 12-3. Portland in front. Teron Moss worrying Maturo.
He is relentless on defense.
And there's a turnover, but quickly back. Here's Maturo for 3. Doesn't fall. Simon Chadbourne is fouled by Casey Maturo. There's got to be a relation there.
Maturo on the floor tonight.
Bonny Eagle foul, number 3, Casey Maturo. His first, team foul, number 3.
Casey Maturo, 5'10" junior. Wearing number 3 for the Scots.
Just under 2 minutes now for the Dogs. Chadbourne steps out. He's going to be played very, very tightly by Napolitano.
Chadbourne, an excellent shooter.
Teron for 3. Hits it! 7 out of 15 points scored by the Dogs by Teron Moss with 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter. The Dogs open up a 15-3 lead. There's the bucket by Hogan.
And that snaps Portland's run there at 12-0, now down to 12-2.
And blocking foul on Napolitano. He's a big, Thorne, I believe. That is going to be on Nick Thorne. He's a big guy to get past.
Oh, certainly. Fullback on that state championship football team.
Blue skies up, and Lyle is there to get the rebound, put it up, and he gets fouled. He'll be shooting 2.
Nice offensive rebound by Charlie Lyle there. The fight inside. Keep it high and go right back up with it.
Casey Maturo picks up 2 quick fouls in the early going. That's how we met Charlie Lyle, I think, in a playoff game when, as a freshman, he was just relentless on the offensive boards.
And I remember that game, Steve. It was against Deering at the Cumberland County Civic Center before the Bulldogs were banished to the northern region in Augusta.
Soroy's back in, as Lyle will sink both for his first 2 points of the game. 17-5, Dogs in front with just a minute left in the first quarter.
Portland closing out well. A nice block by Lyle.
Moss skies for that rebound, too. Chadbourne open in the corner, quickly covered. Switching hands, Griffin Foley makes it look easy. He really worked his way inside on that. 25 minutes left, 25 seconds left rather. 19-5 is the score.
Lyle got caught overplaying there. Bonny didn't make him pay though.
Yeah. And in for Jackson Hogan. Chadbourne for 3 from the corner, doesn't fall. That will be a Portland ball with 2.6 seconds left in the first quarter. Chadbourne coming out of a swinging on both sides as well, because he's also coming off of a JV game in which he played most of the game, and the Dogs handily beat the Scots in junior varsity basketball. So, at the end of the first quarter, the score, Portland Bulldogs 19, Bonny Eagle 7. Griffin Foley now to inbound to Teron Moss. Dogs with a 12-point lead.
Portland really trying to spread out that matchup zone here. 4 players around the 3-point line. Lyle playing high post. They'll keep Flash and Foley in and out.
Hardy to Yugu. Back to Hardy. Hardy stops. Just I'm not sure what happened there, but lost the ball. Way downtown. Griffin Foley with a rebound. Quick break.
And that'll be an offensive foul.
He was a little slightly out of control. He's got 2 fouls now. He'll take a seat. Quinn Clark will come in. Quinn Clark also playing practically the entire JV game as well, getting in their minutes. They're talented athletes, these young men. Quinn Clark, a great kicker, of course, for the football team as well.
Portland showing a full court man-to-man. And we'll see how Maturo handles Foley now. Certainly a different defender than Moss. Foley longer arms, but not quite as quick as Teron.
If you ask me, it's out of the frying pan and into the fire.
No doubt about that. And now we'll see Hugo take his turn on Zach Maturo.
And that's a nifty 3 by Jackson Hogan. He gets his 7th point of the game. As it's 19-10, the Dogs in front by 9. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first half. Here on WPPS TV3 Sports from the Portland Expo, Portland High School's first home game as Pedro Fonseca will check in for Clay Hardy. Folks, you can watch games on WPPS TV for the moment on YouTube. You go to YouTube and you simply search Portland Schools. And I think about the 3rd choice down will be WPPS TV3. That time the rebound will go to Connor Soroy. Yugu defends. Hogan up, and this time no good. Rebound will fall to Foley.
Bonny Eagle's certainly not afraid to launch up the threes there.
Foley kind of passes to himself, if you will. Puts up 2, 21-10. That's a nice recovery. A little bit out of control, and he just floats it in.
Well, and that's what you can do when you're Griffin Foley. Excellent player, great body control.
Another turnover for Bonny Eagle. Yugu pushes it down the court, splits 2 defenders. Gets the ball stripped, though. Hogan pushes it up and into Thorne. So a little bit of a run here for Bonny Eagle. It's 21-12.
Thorne really in the right place at the right time there.
Got Lyle sky up and get that on the offensive rebound as well. His 4th point of the game. His 3rd rebound of the game. So we're going to have a timeout. And it's a Portland timeout. So with that, 5.5 minutes left in the first half. The score, Bulldogs 23, Bonny Eagle 12. So once again, Jackson Hogan to inbound the ball. It's 23-12.
Bonny Eagles outscored the Bulldogs 5-4 here early in the second quarter. And we'll have a stoppage of play here.
It's an 11-point Portland lead. 23-12 is the score. 5.5 minutes left in the first half.
Nice rebound by Clark there.
Pass to Fonseca. Lane closed up quickly there on Foley.
Great defense by Hendricks, moving his feet to get in Foley's way.
There's your post-up player there, Lyle, with those nice hands. Up and in.
Nice recovery by Lyle, but he has to keep that ball high. Once he brings it down, he allows the shorter man to really have a shot at it.
That'll be Bonny Eagle ball. Teron Moss will come in for Quinn Clark. Teron has 2 fouls in the early going here. 4 minutes, 42 seconds left in the first half. 25-12 is the score. The Dogs in front, getting a hand on it as Hugo.
And they're going to try a trap down here. Stripped by Moss. Beautiful.
Yeah, and up and in. That's
too
his
easy.
First 2 of the second quarter, and it did look easy. And then he had a no-look basket to go with it. Laid it up and in.
And there's another steal. And turnovers are even out there. Bonny Eagle gets back.
So here's Hendricks underneath. He's got Lyle. He's not going to go anywhere with that. Way downtown, and the bucket is Connor Soroy's. His three-pointer makes the score 27-15. Foley fakes the 3. Hugo drives underneath. Sky's up there, doesn't get it. The rebound will go to Soroy.
Third rebound on the game. Soroy doing some good work underneath for Bonny Eagle.
Maturo to Maturo. Way downtown and banking it home is Casey Maturo. If it's not one Maturo, it's another. It's 27-18 now. The Dogs in front. It's a 9-point Portland lead. Round the horn they go. Fonseca steps out. And then Hugo just with a left-handed push up and in. 29-18 gives the Dogs an 11-point lead. 2.5 minutes left in the first half.
Again, Manny Hugo just making it easy. He's carving his way through that defense, going in for the layup.
And also making it easy is Connor Soroy.
Good look by Hendricks out of the high post. All of a sudden, Steve, we have a 9-point game here. Bonny Eagle's not going away.
Lyle sets the pick for the screen for Moss. Hell of a jump ball underneath it. Should be, it's going to be Bonny Eagle's ball.
Important getting the ball on the start of the quarter.
Bonny Eagles are back for Bonny Eagles. Trey Blue brings the ball.
Nice hands by Hardy there.
Way downtown. It doesn't hit that time. It's going to go out.
And so throwing out a foot on the line when he corralled that ball.
Isaiah Peters took that shot. So it's a 9-point lead, 29-20. 1.5 minutes left in the first half here at the Expo. Steve Schwartz, Frank Myatt, Frank Healy on camera for WPPS TV3 Sports, bringing you Portland Bulldog basketball all year long. Teron Moss spins it up and in.
Nice little spin move by Teron inside.
And there you have it, Maturo to Maturo. Casey puts in two, his 5th point of the game, under a minute now to go. In the first half, 31-22, a 9-point Portland lead. As you suggest, Bonny Eagle not out of this game by a long shot.
Not at all. It's Hardy, nice little mid-range jumper there, and he gets it to fall.
His first 2 of the game. That was nice how you saw Ballou step in after Moss. He kind of blew by Moss there, and that's a turnover, though.
Hendricks coming up with the steal.
14 seconds left in the first half.
And Bonny Eagle will pull back for 1 here. 10 seconds left. We didn't expect Maturo to try to take Moss one-on-one. Oh, the great steal by Hardy. And he will be fouled. I believe he'll be fouled. We'll wait for the call from Draper.
Bonny Eagle foul. First personal, number 1, Zach Maturo. Team foul number 6.
So the Dogs will have 2.4 seconds.
A good situation here for Russo's troops to see if they can dial up a quick side inbound play with not much time. See what he has in the books.
Blue go up and no shot. So we'll end the first half with the Dogs in front, 33-22. So the Portland cheerleaders will entertain now at halftime. So Frank, it was an interesting first half. The Dogs are up by 11, 33-22. Teron Moss leading all scorers with 11, and several players are bunched up with 5 or 6 points, spreading it around kind of nicely, which is what you like to see. But maybe the biggest part of the game is how they've been able to hold Bonny Eagle.
Oh, and Maturo, Zach Maturo, the freshman stud for the Scots, has been scoreless so far this game. So we've seen the upperclassmen kind of stepping it up for Bonny Eagle. But most importantly, Steve, the second quarter was 15-14 Bonny Eagle, after Portland came out 19-7 in the first. So we'll see if Coach Frank Orr can kind of keep that momentum going right into the second half.
We'll bring you second half action in a moment. So we're back here to start the second half. The Bonny Eagle Scots have played 49 games against the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs lead that series 37 games to 12. Those statistics thanks to who else but Peter Gribben.
And Peter the Great Gribben, always coming through clutch with the stats for us, Steve.
Griffin Foley to take the ball into Teron Moss to start the second half. You have to wonder whether Coach Russo had a few choice words for the team, who kind of, at some point, let the Scots back in. Hendricks at the rebound.
Good look there with the inside-out pass. Foley's able to step into the three, just couldn't quite knock it down.
This ball is stripped.
Nice hands by Moss, able to get a paw on that.
Lyle for good measure as well, but I think ultimately went off of him.
Nice inside out look there.
Maturo throws it up. It doesn't fall. Yugo with the rebound. Breaks it up to Baloo on the right side, and another steal by Maturo. So really, Casey Maturo is the player to watch right now for the Bonny Eagles.
He's certainly been the spark plug. Bonny Eagles will come back in the second quarter, really carry into here the third.
3 points for Jackson Hogan. It's 33-25, the Dogs in front. 6 minutes, 44 seconds to go in the third quarter. Tehran from way downtown, and he hits it for three. 14th point of the game for Tehran.
Tehran all alone there, just too easy to leave a player of his caliber completely unguarded.
Yugo catches that ball. A little bit wild and it goes out. Good presence of mind to knock that ball out off of Zach Maturo. Prado Fonseca and Clay Hardy, 5 and 1. Check in for Baloo and Yugo. And Quinn Clark, number 10, will check in for Griffin Foley. So a new look here for the Bulldogs. They still have Charlie Lyle underneath. And Tehran Moss out front. Turnover.
And I'll go the other way.
Fonseca, nice lead pass, up and in. So a 13-point Bulldog lead now. 38-25, 5:39 left in the third quarter. From downtown, Zach Maturo. His first points of the game, and it's a three-point bucket and an interception by Hogan, another Portland turnover. So
turnover margin at 10-10 here.
Something that Coach Russo is going to want to talk to his team about, no doubt. Charlie Lyle skies up for that rebound. Tehran is blocked. He'll be shooting two. So it could have been Christian. It's on Maturo. Casey Maturo with three, not insignificant since he's second in scoring, tied for second with 5 points along with Soroy. Uncharacteristic Moss miss as number 24 Isaiah Peters and number 25 Nick Thorne check in for Zach Maturo and Casey Maturo. The Maturo brothers will take a seat. Misses both. And the rebound will come to Hogan.
Nice block up by Hogan there.
So there goes Clay Hardy now. Some great defense, a little dancing, and up and in, my goodness. We get our first look really at Clay Hardy. It's with tonight, his second bucket. We have a travel. So it'll be a Bonny Eagle turnover. 4:26 left. Excuse me, it was a Portland travel. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's Portland ball. My eyes were deceiving me. Lyle up and in and goes in hard and off the bank. Will get it in.
Portland maintaining that pressure.
Down to the ground goes Isaiah Peters, no call. And on either end of that, by the way, it could have been a charge, it could have been a foul, and probably the right call is no call.
And most of the time that's the case, Steve. When in doubt, don't blow the whistle just to blow it.
Well, we in the softball and baseball world, we're told not to guess an out. You don't guess a foul either.
Good personal on number 34, William Hendricks. Second on the team, Johnny Lyle at the line.
Bonny Eagles got number 33, Christian Napolitano, and number 1, Zach Maturo back in.
Zach Maturo is back along with Christian Napolitano.
Lyle hits both. So it's 44-28 Bulldogs. It's a 16-point Bulldog lead with 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Kind of a floater up there. Doesn't really fall, and Fonseca will get the rebound. He's got Hardy for 3. Doesn't fall to Ron Moss. That doesn't fall, but another rebound by Hardy, and he's fouled.
Those threes aren't falling for Russo's boys tonight. It's Fonseca stepping right into it, having it rim out on him. Not sure who that foul is on.
Well, you know, if you don't hear Peter Gribben say it, did a foul even occur?
And that will be 33 Napolitano, I believe, is the signal. From where I sat, it looked like he signaled 32 the first time around.
Oh. Hardy sinks the first.
Last foul is on Christian Napolitano, who's first, third on the team.
Casey Maturo,
Who's back.
number 3, and Isaiah Peters, number 24,
Clay Hardy.
are now coming in to substitute for Jake Estee. That doesn't fall.
And that will stay Portland ball, as they say it deflected off Thorne. Oh, nice look for Clark slashing through the lane.
Well, that was well done. Second man through, if you will. Up and in. 47-28 Dogs. $19-point lead, starting to break away here now.
Portland go with the smaller, quicker team here. Trey Ballou gets a rest. Oh, nice look inside. Napolitano unable to finish.
Right, Teron Moss with the rebound and a long pass all the way up to Hardy, who finds Lyle, who is fouled.
What a look by Teron Moss, able to zip it down to the other end of the court. Hardy able to get it inside to Lyle.
Bonny Eagles foul, number 33, Christian Napolitano, who's second. Fourth on the team, Charlie Lyle, has 2 free throws.
2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Lyle makes it a 20-point Portland lead with that foul shot.
And Portland really pouring it on here. Now more than 20 points ahead.
Turnover. Here we go, Hardy. It's a race. He's fouled. Continuation, and it's in.
Oh, great take by Clay Hardy.
Fouled by Nick Thorne.
5 of the team.
His second. Hardy with a chance to make it a three-point play. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left in the third quarter. 51-28 is the score. The Portland Bulldogs in front over the Bonny Eagle Scots. Here at the Portland Exposition Building. Hardy makes it fall the hard way. He has scored 2-1, 2-1 this quarter for 6 points.
What defense by Fonseca, just picking out the Elder Matoro's pocket.
And a tremendous pass. It's going to be off of Fonseca's foot, though.
14-11 the turnover margin right now. With Portland coming out on top by 3. Bonny Eagle only scoring 6 points so far this half. And we'll have a foul on Lyle.
Fouls on Johnny Lyle, his second and first on the team.
So Casey Maturo to take it in. Got Teron Moss kind of in his face, but gets it into his brother.
Oh, what a block by Lyle.
It's his second block of the night with authority.
Nice rotation as he felt the drive coming in. Pivoted, able to swat that shot right off the court here at the Expo.
Then strips the ball and gets it up to Teron, who will shoot 2. Looks like that's going to be on Thorne again. We'll see.
Foul, good personal, number 25, Nick Thorne.
Thorne's got some trouble here. He's got 3 fouls. Minute 25 left in the third quarter. 52-28 is the score. Dogs have this game firmly in hand at this point. Teron uncharacteristically missing his last 3 free throw opportunities. Sinks 1 of 2. Bonny Eagle with some wholesale changes as Hogan and Soroy. And I believe Casey Maturo will check in, or William Hendricks, number 34.
Oh, nice steal by Clark.
To Moss. My goodness. I don't know what was prettier about that play, the Quinn Clark steal or the pass to Moss up and in. So way downtown over the basket, though, is Zach Maturo shot. Only 1 3-pointer all game tonight. So, as you suggested very early on in the game, in fact, before the game, this is not Noble.
Not at all. Maturo's a very solid player, but there's certainly a difference in playing Noble and playing Portland. And for that matter, having the likes of Griffin Foley, Teron Moss, Manny Ugo defending you. I'm sure we'll see plenty out of Maturo in the next 3 years to come, though, as he develops into one of the state's best players.
Casey is the junior, number 3. Zach is the freshman. And there is Casey Maturo for 3.
Nice inside-out look there.
55-31 is the score. 24 seconds left.
Oh, nice cut inside.
Fonseca gets his own rebound. Almost 3 times the charm there. He gets credit for 2 rebounds there.
And that'll be a blocking foul on Teron Moss.
His third foul of the game.
Holding foul, number 2, Teron Moss. His third, 2 on the team.
That'll end the quarter. Francoeur wanted a foul, but he doesn't get it. So 55-31 is the score. We'll be heading into the fourth quarter in just a moment. So it'll be Jackson Hogan to bring the ball in to Maturo, or try to anyway, to start the fourth quarter. Ultimately, he'll go over to Hendricks.
Very close to a travel there as Hendricks kind of bounced on his pivot foot. And Steve, one of the casualties of not having the stands down there is the ball really gets quite the roll once it goes off the court down to the Park Avenue end. That one going almost to the doors.
Here's Maturo. He's blocked by Ballou. Here's the quick outlet to Griffin Foley. On the left, he's got Teron up and in. That's a three-pointer for Teron. 7.5 minutes here, just 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. 58-31 is the score. Portland Bulldogs absolutely in command of this game. And there's a nice three for Zach Maturo. So his only points of this game are 2 3-pointers. He's got 6. Oh. Boy, that's awfully tough. Griffin Foley gets his 7th point of the game.
And Portland not taking the foot off the gas pedal right now. Of course, Russo and Francoeur no strangers to each other, with Mike Francoeur coaching great Nick Kaner Medley Deering teams in the early 2000s, and before that, having a successful run at Edward Little for his latest stop here with the Scots.
That just doesn't fall. And wow, what a fight for that ball. But, you know, it's going to be a Bonny Eagle ball, but give Clay Hardy props for the relentless activity under the basket trying to get that ball. As John Bento will check in for the Dogs, number 15.
Yeah, that'll be a 5-second call.
And give the credit to Bento, among others, to come in and do that, and force that.
16th turnover of the night for Bonny Eagle.
Hugo thought better of taking the 3, for which he was open. Ballou cutting across, but trying to post up, but back out. Teron Moss, skies up, doesn't go. The rebound will come to Hogan. We'll bring it down. Hogan up, doesn't fall. Bento with the rebound. The foul, I believe, is on Connor Soroy.
Eagle foul, number 15, Connor Soroy, his first. 7 on the team. Griffin Foley shooting 2.
Foley buries the first of the shots from the charity stripe.
Isaiah Peters is back for Bonny Eagle, along with Christian Napolitano.
With that, he'll have 9 points on the night. 62-34 is the score. 5:49 left in this contest here tonight. The Portland Bulldogs leading here at the Portland Expo on WPPS TV3.
Nice take there by Thorne, able to draw the foul and get the bucket, using his strength to kind of hold on inside. Foul will be on Bento, his first.
15, John Bento, his first. Third on the team.
And he'll bury that, so it's a three-point play for him. Hugo from downtown, and he scores the three to get it right back. His 7th point of the game. 65-37 is the score, 5:23 left. Nifty three again by Jackson Hogan. His 3rd three of the night. 13th point overall. Set to check in for the Dogs is number 34, Thomas Joyce. It will be green ball. Checking in for the Scots will be William Hendricks, number 34.
And Tommy Joyce, as you mentioned, Steve, as he enters the game, is one of the top baseball players for the Bulldogs' very successful baseball team.
Well, you may say these are the glory years for the Dogs right now. They've had a tremendous run. Soccer, football, basketball, that's going to go out.
Back to Bonny Eagles, Zach Maturo.
Portland certainly having a nice run here, Steve. Success right across almost all their programs.
Maturo up from the corner, doesn't fall, but Blue will pull that down. A bit wild.
And they'll say that'll stay Portland ball. As official Draper looking for a little assistance. The call up high says deflected by Bonny Eagle.
Looked like it was off the Portland player's foot, Baloo, but nevertheless, again, the officials are right on top of it. Hugo skies up and gets fouled. Isaiah Peters, his first foul tonight. Excuse me, 34, not Peters. That is his 4th.
Well, I thought I saw 24 as well. But Peters not on the floor, and Hendricks is.
Comes Simon Chadbourne checking in for John Bento. Yugu sinks 1 of 2. 66-40 is the score. It's a 26-point Portland lead with 4 minutes left, folks. It's a 3-point play for Casey Maturo.
Maturo to Maturo.
Number 3 by Casey Maturo.
Simon Chadbourne from the corner. Doesn't hit. Hugo gets the rebound and is fouled.
Chadbourne, a good shooter, not afraid to pull the trigger there. Luckily for the Dogs, Mandy Yugu able to come down with the board, go back up and draw the foul. And that will be 5 fouls on William Hendricks.
Foul number 5.
Yugu having himself a very nice game inside, Steve. Not the tallest player, but certainly fighting for every inch under the basket.
And 8 points to boot, with a chance to make it 9 here. He doesn't. Skying up for that rebound is Nick Thorne. Zach Matoro.
Nice deflection by Joyce there. And they're going to say that that's off Christian Napolitano, and Francourt quite vehemently disagrees. Draper will go over for the conversation with him. And Steve, as you say often, we're pretty far away, but that certainly looked like that was off Joyce's hand.
Well, you can't replay it right now because we're not on channel 3, but you can take your cursor and you can move the indicator on the YouTube playback and watch that again. Nice defense by Chadbourne. And Ballou gets the block. Portland crowd not happy with that call, but
could very well be a makeup call there, Steve.
You know, we talk about those. I'm not really sure that actually happens. I can tell you, as an umpire, it doesn't. At least not in my games. Oh, Ballou was kind of...
Always makes for good commentary, though.
He was knocked down by Thorne. It'd be his 4th foul.
Personal foul by the Eagle, number 25, Nick Thorne, his 4th. 10 on the team.
And since that was Portland's ball, Ballou will be shooting 2, I believe, as by my count, that is Bonny Eagles' 10th foul and puts them over the limit.
And you are absolutely correct. Portland have a little bit of trouble from the foul line tonight.
It's certainly something Coach Russo can build on in practice here. And as we say so often, Steve, those big games won and lost from the free throw line.
So Chadbourne comes up with that. He's got Fonseca on the left. One fake, once up and in. Just under 2 minutes left now in this game. 69-43 is the score. And Bulldogs in front.
Nice work by Ballou to get a piece of that ball, too. Ballou's 3rd block here in the 4th quarter.
Tom Joyce's first foul.
We'll have Lino Ben, Ben Fisher, and John Bento entering the game for the Bulldogs as Coach Russo will empty his bench here with 1:40 left in the game.
We saw number 24, Lino Ben, make some great inside moves in the JV game tonight. Ballou gets the rebound. Cutting through, up and in just like that. Lino Ben for 2. Told you.
And showing those inside moves, Steve, just like you said.
Basket, Lino Ben.
Just under a minute. Nice bucket by Soroy. His 7th point of the night. 46 seconds left. 71-45 is the score. Fisher with the ball now. He's got Bento cutting out. Blue. Up hard. And he'll be fouled.
Number 3, Casey Maduro.
Baloo will be shooting 2. Not that time. Number 2, Logan Fogg checks in for Bonny Eagle. Number 22, Jake Esty. And number 32, Jackson Bean. Jackson Bean, a varsity player. His dad is Al Bean, the athletic director at USM.
Great stat there, Steve.
Way downtown, it doesn't fall. Baloo gets the rebound.
And Portland will run the clock out here.
6 seconds, they'll win 71-45.
Scoring in the game for Bonny Eagle. Isaiah Peters had a 3-pointer for 3. Big Thorne had 2 baskets and a free throw for 5. Connor Soroy had a 3 and 2 baskets for 7. Zach Maturo had 2 threes and a basket for 8. And in double figures, Casey Maturo had 3 threes and a basket for 11 points. Jackson Hogan had 3 threes and 2 baskets, 13 points. I scored for the Eagle. For Portland, Lino Ben had a basket for 2.
So, Frank, the Dogs go to 2-0. They have a 26-point win, 71-45 against the Bonny Eagle Scots. The big scorer tonight for the Bulldogs, Teron Moss with 18. Charlie Lyle was also in double figures with 12. Clay Hardy, we saw him for the first time tonight. He had 8 points, as did Manny Yugu. Griffin Foley with 9, and several with some lesser points. A great inside game for the Dogs tonight, as Trey Ballou and Charlie Lyle were 1 and 2 with rebounds, with Moss, Fonseca, Yugu, and Hardy right behind them.
And Steve, the story tonight is Portland's 23-6 third quarter. Bulldogs had a little trouble with Bonny Eagle keeping it close early in the first half, and really kind of be able to put the hammer down in the second half and pull away. For Portland, not the best shooting percentage game from the foul line, only shooting 60%. So certainly a little room for improvement there as we go further into the season.
And another, I guess you could call it a superlative for the Dogs tonight, is their defense. Holding the leading scorer for the Scots, Zach Maturo, to 6 points on 2 threes. They did have one player in double figures, Jackson Hogan with 13. Connor Soroy had 7. I should also say Casey Maturo had 11 as well. So that'll do it from the Expo for the Dogs' first home game. As they win, they beat Bonny Eagle and they go to 2-0. Oxford Hills is next up from the Expo. Frank and I will bring that to you along with Frank Healy on camera. This is Steve Schwartz at WPPS TV3 Sports saying so long from the Portland Expo, where the Bulldogs have gone 2-0 by beating the Bonny Eagle Scots. Good night.